It's time for yet another exciting episode of Tea Time, and today we've got all of the trimmings, and we've also got we're ready to sip and spill tea. It's one of those episodes where we've got a studio guest, and you know what that means. It's a fantastic lineup indeed, and it promises to be quite entertaining. We'll be telling you who we have here in the studio in a short bit, but first, I'm Tokunbo Taiwo with my high-spirited crew, Elsie Godwin and Ife Oshunkeye. Hi guys.
Why the combined intros?
You want separate? Yes, you always have one thing to complain about, Ife. It's never actually.
Oh, now it's me. Can you see Tokunbo? You just like...
I can never do wrong in Tokunbo's side.
Oh, thank you very much, Elsie.
Oh, so she's correct. Did you just... I don't think I heard you right.
He did.
No, he didn't.
He did.
What did she
Tokunbo,
say?
what's new?
Exactly. Yes, you just picked it out of my mouth. What's new? Yes, what's new?
I'm asking you.
I'm asking Ife. So it's a triangle. Anything new?
All right, so I like what Kemi Adetiba said about transactional sex that Fowles has been getting bashed about lately because of what he said. And a lot of people are like, okay, you also said the same thing. Like, what about the people that actually...
The transactor and the transactee.
Yeah, what about the people that patronize these body sellers? Do you understand? So, and I think she made a lot of sense that nobody should coerce her.
She didn't think she made sense. Now that Kemi is saying it, you know, you think she's making sense.
No, I never, did I ever say
no, I didn't say the same thing Kemi said.
No, what I'm saying is that you didn't say the same thing. Oh, okay. I thought you did.
Okay. I can never go wrong. You know?
Okay. So apart from Kemi Adetiba, anything else? Anything new on the horizon? Anything that is hot?
Lagbaja also came out to say you can't lead a country where the people are weak and mentally... There was a way he put it, like people are mentally weak in Nigeria and you cannot lead a country like that. So he's like just talking to the people about leadership.
Did you say that on social media?
Yeah, on social media. It's on the social media page. And you guys know we saw his real face yesterday when Aremu Afolayan posted a picture of him wishing him a happy birthday, and he put his real face and the Lagbaja picture.
You're very sure that's the real face?
Wait, but we've all known Lagbaja since now. We knew it was Lagbaja.
Didn't we?
What? What?
Okay, so
Ife
is revealing our guest.
You should check it out.
And
I don't think they know who our guest is yet. We'll still do the intro.
To introduce our guest.
Okay, so it's not business as usual this afternoon as... Yes, it's not business as usual this afternoon. We have a studio guest, and it's time to introduce that guest. He's a singer, he's a songwriter, he's a model, he's an actor, a host, the CEO of both Alpha Records and Alpha Apparel, has 4 brothers, and is a graduate of the University of Texas. He has featured on some of his songs, the likes of Fino, Timaya, and many others. He's an ex-Big Brother Naija 2018 housemate who brought in lots of razzmatazz to the house, and like our guest yesterday, got romantically linked to one of the other lady contestants. With over 720,000 followers on social media, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce the tremendous, the talented, and the trailblazing Teddy A.
Good to have you.
Good to have you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for having me. Thank you very much. That was good.
Okay, thank you.
That was like the whole
package.
The whole package right there.
Okay, so you were commenting on the Lagbaja picture.
Yeah, I'm actually interested to know, what he looks like.
Yeah,
I heard he has travel marks. I don't know how true that is.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you a little bit more that people do not know. So we've all been hearing about...
Sorry, because I know you. Is it from this picture or you know Lagbaja?
No, someone special told us. Tokunbo also knows the story. There are actually 4 Lagbajas. It's not just one Lagbaja. It's a thing that they changed them.
You do realize there was a video back in the day where I think they shot abroad. You will always on my mind.
Yeah, that song, yeah.
So I think there was a buff Lagbaja in that one.
Yes.
And the one in Lagos was a skinny Lagbaja.
So the Lagbaja we have currently is the 4th Lagbaja. And yes.
So Lagbaja never ends.
It's a brand. Lagbaja is a brand.
It's a brand. That's...
Oh, so what happened?
That's magical.
The other 3? They left the brand.
I think maybe it's probably a contract and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Then when your contract, maybe you want to retain, you want to stay.
So who is behind
the brand?
the brand
She
Lagbaja?
mentioned it, but I can't for the life
So
of
Kuma is
me.
Because
looking
you're
like
the
he's
one that
just
saw the
into
face.
this
It's a band.
So it's a
band.
company, pretty much.
Yeah, it's like a band. So they changed their lead singer, and the lead singer is the Lagbaja.
Wow, impressive.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, that's some tea on tea time.
Yeah, that's mind blowing.
And then,
Right
okay,
here.
so I'm going to spill it in case people are wondering, oh, how did he know? Yinka Davis, the legendary Yinka Davis told us this, and she was a part of the band.
Oh,
Right.
okay. All right,
Okay,
let's talk about
okay.
Teddy A.
Yes,
Okay.
Teddy, I want to start with, smoking and you
Yeah.
stopped on because that was a recent thing. Hallelujah. But that was like 3 days ago. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, honestly, it was a decision, that was a long time coming.
So it wasn't influenced
it
by
wasn't
any
influenced by anything in particular, but
or anyone in particular,
Or anyone
not
in-
anyone that close.
I mean, everyone close to me has always
Okay.
said,
Okay.
Tope, you need to stop smoking.
Okay.
Stop smoking. And a lot of people actually don't understand that I haven't been smoking for that long. It hasn't been like a 10-year thing. It was just 2 years. And I was at a point in my life where I needed cigarettes to kind of take me to a certain place and take off the stress, the thoughts at the time. So, it was cool.
Your way to escape.
Exactly.
So Bamba had nothing to do with it.
I mean, of course, she always told me it wasn't a good move or a good look for me and my brand, So, and my mom is, of course, she's also a big factor and one of the reasons why I stopped. And of course, my son, and my fans, my loved ones, everyone around me, everyone who wishes me well, and the ruckus behind me saying, I'm done smoking was crazy. There were tweets, blogs picking it up. I'm like, wow, okay, so you do need to stop,
So did that encourage you then?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I stopped smoking for about 5 days before then.
Okay.
So I just,
Let's see how long you will last, though.
Hey, trust me.
Yes.
Trust me, cigarettes for me right now is a no-no.
Okay.
Like, I'm done. So I went on a trip, to Dubai, of course, and while I was there, I, had a little, situation where I was ill, not from cigarettes or whatever, but, when you fall ill, there's this cleansing that happens. Yeah, so I got back to Lagos. I was like, I'm done with this.
All right. I'm glad you said something about your mom. Like she also said, it's not a good look for you. You were raised by a single mother.
Yes, I was.
How has that affected your relationship with women and how you treat women?
Well, honestly, it's been 50-50, and 50, I would say, was the negative part of it on one side. Now, 50% is the positive side of it. So right now, I tend to treat whoever I'm with a little differently, and knowing that I was raised by a single mom, that different things that I do and understand, being sensitive, being understanding, being supportive, knowing when to shut up, knowing when to say you're sorry and stuff like that. Now, in the past, being raised by a single mom, there was this notion that, I could get any girl.
Yeah.
And I understood the woman mentality. I understood the woman's psychology. So it was easy for me to just walk up into anywhere and just charm a female and just say a few things and, that's it.
Charming women on the plane.
On the plane?
Yeah.
What was that?
Yeah, you know that story, right?
Nah, that was...
You don't want to talk about
that was just a rumor.
That was a rumor.
That was a rumor.
So it never happened?
Never
It
happened.
never happened.
Let's
Okay.
talk about-
All right.
Are you going on a break?
Yes, let's
Okay.
go on a quick break. So hopefully when we come back, Elsie will be able to ask her question. When we return, we'll continue our chat with our former reality star, Teddy A. We'll be right back. Welcome back. You're watching Tea Time right here on Plus TV Africa. Up next is a continuation of our conversation with ex-BBNaija housemate Teddy A. Now, before the break, Elsie was going to ask him a question.
Yeah, I was going to take a cue from the first question to talk about the rising trend of deadbeat dads and the fact that women are coming out to call them out and all that. And of course, you have a relationship before this relationship which produced the beautiful boy.
Yeah.
So what do you have to say, or what's your opinion about what is going on now and how do you manage these two relationships?
Honestly, I'll say it's hard. It's harder now for celebrity who is in the limelight and maybe the other person is not in the limelight. What I would say is having a proper relationship. So of course, you know, things happen. You know, people go through fights. And at the end of the day, hearts are involved. But then the moment you guys separate, that should be that. Try to be cordial and keep that relationship going for the child. You don't have to get back together. You get what I mean? It's all about you communicating with the other person and saying, hey, how's he doing? How's she doing? You do what you need to do. But the thing is, it's hard when you think about if the guy is still interested in the female or vice versa. So constant communication can kind of confuse things. So it's always best to identify the situation and say, hey, we're done. All right, so don't get it twisted. We both move separate ways. Let's just be friends for our child. Let's respect each other. Because if you don't respect each other, trust me, this person will tweet and say, oh yeah, you're crazy, you did this. He'll say, oh yeah, she's, you know, name calling.
Something right
no, I'm just telling you because I'm speaking from experience.
Your baby mama?
It was nothing that I can say I could have controlled because I can't control what's happening on the other side. So I can't say, hey, go tweet or go post. Nah, this person could get angry for different reasons known to her. And she has every right to feel that way.
Sure.
So the understanding is knowing that, hey, this person may have felt this way. Talk it out. It's not about social media. You know, this person may have went on social media to do that to get attention from you. So you know the gravity of how this person is feeling.
Sure.
So now you know that, hey, this is how this person feels. You speak to that person off social media. I never responded. I didn't need to. And up until now, we're good. You get what I mean? So there are times when, you know, people go through emotional situations where they can't control, and people handle situations differently. So at the end of the day, it's how you guys come about and say, hey, this is the boundary. This is my career. You have a career as well. Let's respect each other, and let's be there for our child.
Okay, so does that in any way, shape or form affect your current relationship?
That's the thing. That's why I said you setting the ground rules and saying, hey, you know what I have is actually... It's a different thing if you're out here doing different things and this person will be like, but you know you're not really being real with whoever you're with. So come on, you know, cut the BS. Just, you know, quit fooling around. But this person understands that, hey, so this person is actually being real. And you're showing, you know, signs that, hey, I'm trying to be responsible for myself on this side and on that side. That's just what it is.
So on a more trivial note, you know, you're a ladies' man, the ladies love you, you're always shouting you out. So we want to get like little tips of what the life of a Teddy A looks like. When you get up in the morning, what's your routine for the day?
Well, first of all,
dress code.
Yeah, I'm not a morning person because usually I don't get up till about 2 in the afternoon. So I get up, I go through my phone, I go through my social media, see what's going on, I go through my WhatsApp and all that. I open my laptop, I go through my songs recorded from the night before or whatever I did the day before. I go over it, call up my PA, hey, what do we have planned for today? Do we have interviews? Do I have to meet the studio? Do I have to make courtesy visits somewhere? What do I need to do? Now, if I'm available for nothing and I'm just supposed to be chilling, call up my personal trainer, hey, you know, let's go do something, let's go work out or whatever. As far as my wardrobe, usually if I have a major event, then I call up my stylist and say, hey, you know, I have this event coming up. What you think I should, you know, throw on? Is it, you know, is it a laid-back event? Is it an interview? Is it something that you feel is, you know, official? What should I wear? And if it's something that's just casual, I can just go in my closet and just pick out something and, you know, and just move about my business.
So let's talk about the platform BBNaija.
Yeah.
Regardless of the fact that you went through a lot to go into the house, you had a perception of the platform before you got it.
Yes.
And now you're out, you have another perception.
Yes.
For those who want to go into the house right now, what was your perception before and now, what would you say to them?
My perception before the house was, this will change my life, which it did.
Okay.
And that hasn't changed. Being out right now, I still feel the same way. I tell everyone, you go in there, your life will not remain the same. Now, that could be positive or negative. It's really what you do with the platform that matters. Sure. And people need to understand that not everyone's race is run the same way. I mean, life's a race, it's not a marathon. So don't think because one person is doing something, you need to do the same thing. Take your time, do stuff at your own pace. Everyone right now who will get in that house will get a different reception to what we all had when we were in the house. Now, all these things also depend on what you do while you're in the house. Make sure you have a go-to plan. A plan A, plan B, plan C, plan D.
Okay, the one that you mentioned plan. Was Bam Bam your plan?
No, she wasn't.
Of
course.
It just happened.
It just happened.
Okay.
All right, time for another break. When we come back, it'll be time to continue our interesting conversation with music artist Teddy A. Stay right here and we'll be right back. Welcome back. It's still tea time right here on Plus TV Africa. And we're swiftly moving on with our discussion with former BBNaija contestant Teddy A. Now, Teddy A, you've been talking, throughout the length of this program, and some of the things that you say sounds very philosophical. So would you say you're that kind of person?
Yes, I am.
And if yes, how did that come about? Because not everyone is.
Thing about it is, I have a lot of traits that people don't really see. You need to have a sit down like this with me to actually know, okay, this is how he is. Because I'm a very guarded person. It takes me opening up on, shows like these or with friends, with a few friends that I have, to actually understand my mind and how I think and how deep I am. That's probably why myself and Bam were able to connect the way we did, because when we talk, it's like we're talking about, a lot of things all at once. And yeah, I just feel like my mind is, I'm a very creative person, mentally, and very imaginative. So it takes people who understand my level of deepness to really understand what I am about. And I also like the fact that I was able to let Nigerians understand that you don't judge a book by the cover. Sure. You can flip 2 pages and come to your conclusion of, okay, so this is where the story ends. But you should always
flip a page at least.
Not just scratch more than the surface, go deep and see what this person is about. So I like to get to know people better before I pass my judgment about them and what they do, how they think, how they react, how to go about what they do. So yeah, I'm very philosophical. Yeah, you can say
People
that.
fear what they don't understand. So do you think you're often misunderstood?
Yes, I am. But that's not a bad thing.
That's a bad thing.
Yeah, because people who are often predictable are weak. That's a weakness. Sure. Okay. If I know you will go across Lekito every day, I can hit you on Lekito.
True.
But if you come to Lekito and I'm not there, and maybe I've gone through mainland just to get to, Shango Tedu, then of course, that's a strength. So you can figure me out, I don't like people who are easily figured out. So you should be able to look at a person and say, this guy, I need to know what is really, why is he?
What's his next move?
Yeah, what's the next move? We don't know. He's always quiet. Yeah. That's how it should be.
Okay, let's talk about the business of Teddy A.
Yes.
I mean, if you ask me who Teddy A is, I will say music and fashion.
Yes.
Am I right?
And we haven't even spoken about
music which is yet. Why I think we should. So what is going on in that space?
So with the music,
like you're more on fashion these days.
Well, the thing about it is
the alpha male tag.
Yes.
Thank God.
Alpha male. Alpha.
Thank God.
Alpha.
Yes. With the music, yeah. So I have the campus tour coming up. I have about 23, 24 schools, and these are just polytechnics and private unis because of the ASU strike. You guys should please help us with the strike so my students can see me when I come to their schools. But yeah, so more schools are definitely going to be added. I have a couple of new songs coming out. So the plan is to have a body of work that drops as well after the campus tour. But before the tour, I want to drop a few singles. Have the students who saw me on Big Brother, who heard my songs before Big Brother, now post Big Brother, I've dropped 2 other songs. So let's have a good time with the old songs, the new songs, bring out a few of my friends, have them showcase their thing and just do their thing on stage.
So what big names are we looking forward to?
So already I spoke to, well, not really big names. I have like Lightow, La Dips. I was talking to Slim Case about it, a few DJs, DJ Neptune. Just trying to see a few people that can come on board. Chinkwekun, just people that, students would love to see. And then of course, I love to not just work with the known acts. I love to be able to say, I want to reach out to the other people as well who are coming up. There are a lot of talented female and male artists out there that I'll be going on tour with as well, who get to showcase their thing. A lot of, a few of the Big Brother people as well will be going as celebrity guests and as performers. Oh, nice. So the Ricos, K Brulees, Nada, just pretty much the whole crew, whenever they're available, because it's all about availability.
Okay.
Still speaking on the business side, I noticed when I went through your Instagram page that you model for a lot of other brands. Yes. How does this affect your own clothing line?
It actually doesn't, because it lets other fashion brands know that you're a big influencer and they know they can work with you. But also, when you sell your own stuff, you're going to do great at it. So it's helping, myself and my team, build the brand better. Because I won't always just rock my own stuff every time. I'm going to want to rock other people's stuff too. So it's just business pretty much. I went into the house as a musician alone. I came out a businessman, so music, fashion, movies, voiceover art, just the whole 9, entertainment pretty much. So I'm not just trying to put, my eggs in one basket.
Exactly. I interrupted.
Any fashion tip for guys that want to look like you, to charm men, like if
to charm men?
Women. I wanted you to hear that, but you didn't hear it.
No, I did. I was like,
okay, okay. Well, for me, it's all about what you're, what you're about. I'm edgy with my style. I'm edgy with my look. So. And I dress depending on where I'm going. So I'm not gonna wear jeans when I have a meeting, depending on who's seated at the table. So if it's a casual business meeting, yeah, I could wear a pair of jeans, I could wear a jacket, I could wear a hat, my bowler hat, my cowboy hat, depending on how I feel. So I feel fashion is art, Like I was telling someone the other day, I said, you put colors all together on your body. Your hair is blonde. As a woman, your nails are, say, red. Your shoes are red. Your dress is black or green. So that's art. If you're an artistic person, your fashion will tell.
And that was why you supported Bam Bam with our AMVCA outfit.
Yes. Okay, we're running out of time, but before we round up, we can't end the show without you saying something about the upcoming elections. So, do you have any take? Do you want to say 1 or 2 things to the guys that are going to be voting, or to us that are going to be voting?
Well, I will be voting as well. So what I'll say is it's very, very imperative to vote for the right person. Because at the end of the day, we get to a point where we vote for someone, and then after 2 years, we're like, my God.
Do we actually vote?
And then social media right now is crazy to the point where these loopholes keep coming out. You're like, really? Wait, why didn't these things come out when we were trying to decide who to vote for?
Oh,
but
sorry, we're out of time.
But just vote for the right person and just make the right choice, because your voice is your vote.
All right,
was
you
your
heard
voice?
Teddy A say it, and that's how we're going to wrap up on Tea Time this afternoon. But as usual, we're back tomorrow, same time, same place, same platform. Did I just say tomorrow? We're we're back on Monday, rather. In the meantime, you can actually comment on social media on any aspects of the program using the hashtag Tea Time. Until then, big ups to my colleagues on set, Ife and Elsie, the entire production team, our studio guest, music artist, and former Big Brother Naija housemate Teddy A. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for having me.
I'm talking about Taiwo saying thanks for watching, and from all of us here, do have a lovely weekend.